Dang, what's good, everybody? Good morning. We already got some people rocking with us this morning. Got some likes, got some viewers. Good morning. People catch these moves already? People up and at it because of these moves? Looks like we had a nice move on GJ, some good movement on gold. So hopefully we don't just range all New York session. Alright, let me make sure this chat's working. It doesn't look like it. Just get everything set up here per usual. Then we'll get rocking and rolling. Looking to continue this win streak. Let's see what it's at. We got a six-day win streak going on right now. We're 9-1 on the year. Damn. Alright. Get this shot out so we can get these analysis. And Telegram chat's freaking bumping this morning. A lot of movement. All directions. Just one more thing to do. We'll get this bad boy rocking. Hopefully we're not gonna have no problems with the YouTube stream. Looks like it's running a little glitchy right now. So I apologize for any inconveniences. Alright, analysis time. Alright, so we got gold daily candle moving bullish. I actually would like the way this is moving too, because for some reason I always like prefer buys on gold, like with my psychology. For some reason I just like think that like gold should always be going up type of thing. It's like, to me it's like the S&P 500, you know. We'll have pullbacks and things like that over time, but overall it's traditionally always going bullish. So at this point, you know, I'll probably consider sells below 1907.88. Anything above that, we're just going to be looking for buys, or I am at least. So if we just jump straight down to the 30 minutes, you can see we are at like a rejection point here, and this current 30-minute candle is rejecting. So might have to wait. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait here. Yeah. We're gonna want to wait here until price comes up above this level here. And so I'll be considering gold buys up above this level with the closure. and then we can target straight here. This will be our first target. Target for them buys. It looks really good up here above 1950. You know, a lot of clean traffic here. So even if we just, you know, push through this zone and keep pushing, that won't be a bad thing either. We can look to continue trading higher. What's going on here? Need to clean up my Mac disk space. I had to download a couple of apps recently. It took up a lot of disk space. Can't speak. All good. Yeah, it doesn't look like this. Yeah, we got some things running a little slow here this morning. Bear with me, bear with me. Well, oops. Yeah, okay. Yeah, my bad, Patrick. We got a little lag going on here. I forgot last night when I was doing some work, I got like some warnings on my Mac, like telling me like, yo, clean up your fucking disk space, or you're gonna have some problems. And instead of doing that, I went to bed. Jeanette, good morning. Tim, good morning. Marjan, good morning. Eli, good morning. Eli, no, I didn't trade GJ last night. I only trade during this time. If I'm not streaming, I'm likely not trading. Patrick, good morning. I'm doing great, man. Thank you so much. Forzan, good morning. GJ looks nice today. I'm in sales. Patrick, yeah. I had to check something out there. Naman, good morning. Yeah, I've been really preferring gold lately, so we'll have to see. But let's do a little analysis here on GJ. Hey, Johan, good morning. Let's see what this daily candle looks like. Dang, this daily candle is bullish. Yeah, based on my rules, based on my plan, you know, I wouldn't consider sells until price comes way the hell down here. Good morning all, could not sleep so very early for me. Daniel, what time is it for you, man? It's about 6:30 for me. And I've been up since 4. Damn, man. Yeah. Let's see, Johan. Do you wake up at 4 a.m. every day? 100%. 100% I do. 100%. Wake up at 4, work out about 4:30, 4:15. Yeah, this actually here, this would have been pretty nice for buys, I think. There's just about 20 pips to the top of the range. Yeah, so that would have been a good opportunity there. Ooh, stop loss would have been pretty large though. GJ got some volume in it, man. What the hell's going on here? We have some news or something overnight? That's what I'm gonna wait for. I'm gonna wait for candle closure above this level. If we can get candle closure above this level, I think we can continue bullish. Yeah. Target right in this level. But yeah, let me pull up, clean my Mac. Might be a little lag here for a second, guys, so bear with me. I'm gonna pull up Clean My Mac real quick, which is a very useful app, app. And let's see, we are going to uninstall some things. Uninstall some things that are taking up too much size that I never use. iMovie, sorry, but you're gone. No more iMovie. 2-point-something gigabytes of just bullshit. Useless. I don't get it. It's still telling me. What? What? Should have done this last night. Oh, okay, Daniel. Yeah, I don't usually trade from 8 a.m. till 11:30. Got it. Well, welcome to the earlier session. I can't ever go wrong. Earlier is always better. Early bird gets the worm. Patrick, JPY news. Oh yeah, as far as GJ, yeah, that thing freaking launched. This Asian session, looks like. I saw gold moving pretty wild. Asian session as well. PPI this morning, don't be alarmed though, it doesn't usually do too much. Oh yeah, JPY news last night. And GBP CPI, so that's probably what did it too, CPI. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see if this is gonna go retest these highs or if it's gonna correct this entire move. two kind of options there. Two options there. Andrew, do you not invest in any small cap crypto to try to get 10x's, etc., or are you just Forex? Nah, man, to me, that is gambling. So no, I don't like to gamble.
We are just regulated scalpers. Yeah.
Yeah, there you
Hey,
go.
good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Howdy, man.
Good, man, good. How's everything your way?
Yeah, so fine, bro. No, when I woke up at morning and saw the chart of JPY, man, I was shocked. What?
Yeah,
And
man, I
that's why,
think it
man,
moved.
I did not took any trade today because, after monetary policy, man, we have so much momentum at morning. No,
Yeah.
right now we have something looks like good because we have already retest the move and we have some supports. Maybe it can go again retest the high. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking here too. Buys above 159.937. We see a closure up here. I think that will be pretty good to at least come up to this 160, maybe 647, 824, up to that
Yeah,
level.
yeah, yeah.
What the hell's going on here?
What about gold, man? Gold looks like
Yeah, gold. I mean, I'm favoring buys just because of the daily candle direction currently. But it's kind of in
yeah.
this little range here. It looks like it's probably going to go retest the bottom of this range. 1912, maybe potentially even come down. But yeah, so... You taking some trades?
Yeah,
Managing some risk?
yeah. On gold, on a small lot side.
Taking sells?
Yeah, yeah. Because I think the 1 hour candle week will be filled. I think better is GJ buy.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh wow.
Oh, come on now. Hey Diana, how's it going? Good morning. Alright, we should be a little bit better when it comes to lag now. Deleted some shit, closed some shit down. Dang, we got a freaking crowd this morning. We got 33 people on with us so far. How's this doing here? Okay. Let me see this. 1909.18. Let me see this on daily. Yeah, no. Keys Cade, what's good with it? Good morning. How's it going? Yeah, no, gold looks better, honestly, above 1950. This has got nice traffic here. big range. Whereas this area, it's not huge. I mean, it's enough range, but it's not huge. 25 pips. So let's see. Come on, why does this keep fucking popping up? There's high volume, the candles go. There's high volume, the candles go GJ. Alright. What caused? Keyscade, so here's a little tip for you. Anytime you see big ass candles like this, I mean let's see like what this is. I mean, that's a 250 pip plus 30-minute candle.
Yeah.
So anytime you see anything like that, you can just come straight over here to Forex Factory and you can look at the calendar and then you can see, what might have caused this? And you just look for the red folders. And then you can see Wednesday, 2 a.m. So we had JPY, Bank of Japan press conference. This could have caused some volatility, but most importantly, we have GBP CPI. So that's probably more so what caused the volatility. Sorry, Taz, I'm just gonna mute you. You got a bit of feedback, so just unmute yourself when you want to chat. GBP is probably a CPI, you know. If we look at the time here, $21.30. Yeah, so that's before $21.30. That's what's that? 21 minus 12. That's 9:30. 9:30 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, so that could have been this right here. It's 9:40 p.m. Bank of Japan Outlook Report, Monetary Policy Statement. So I'm assuming that it was some bad talks about some shit there with the yen. And that's what caused GBP to skyrocket. Let's see. You know, so it's funny because I'm looking at this this gold right here, and if we look at it specifically, it broke the low already on 30-minute, and now it's going to break the high. So if you've tapped in on my streams before, we know that when it does that, it likely, you know, it's likely going to make a strong push. The daily candle on gold is bullish. So I do think it's coming towards the end, you know, the hourly close right here, 30-minute candle close, hourly close. I do think it's going to make a 10 pip push though from there. see. Let's see. Is it gonna tap to 1917.05? Let's see. Alright, I gotta. Let's see. Can it make that tap? Mm-mm. Ooh, yeah, this actually does look really good. 4-hour candle has broken the high, already made a bottom wick. Hourly candle is making nice bullish structure. 30-minute candle really just needs to close above this range. If it can do that, I think it's definitely going to make a nice little push there.
Hey, Mike, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I asked about Tesla, yeah, but I bought at 106, yeah, almost 50 stocks at Tesla, and now 131 yesterday close, maybe 6% up, and I think I can hold it at till 150, maybe, because it already dropped no full year, and now the 2023 started, and this move is start right now. So I am in profit right now, $24 per stocks, but I think I can hold till February. Maybe it can go 150, 160.
Where are you? You're talking about GJ?
No. I talked about Tesla, bro. Tesla.
Oh, Tesla. I was like, what the hell? Like, what kind of
Yes.
numbers? Like, I was like,
Oh,
what?
sorry. Yeah. I bought at $106 stocks. Okay, when the price was 106, so I bought at this time, and now 131.48. No,
Okay, I got you.
yeah. Oh man, Tesla closing is not good, man. It looks like going down again. GG. We need to wait, bro. We need to wait till news.
me see. Um, let's see. Marjan, do you have live session every day? Yeah, we're here every day, Monday through Friday, 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Usually stop around 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Marjan, where should I put my stop loss? Depends on what you're trading. I don't really know. Dang, man, my freaking computer is being slow, so glitchy right now, so slow. Oh, dang, I didn't see GJ like completely rejected. But yeah, I mean, I think gold is gonna make a little bullish push here for a little pre-NY push. Kind of tricky because 1, 2, 3. This would be expecting the fourth bullish candle here on the 30-minute time frame at a rejection zone. But if we look at like the other time frames, like the hourly and 4-hour, it makes a lot of sense. Hourly is formed a very nice bullish structure, and the 4-hour also has formed a very nice bullish structure. Not to mention the daily candle is bullish, so you know the momentum is in that direction. So yeah, I don't know. My chart's not stuck on my screen, so I don't know what you guys are talking about on YouTube. But yeah, I mean, my shit is definitely lagged. Like, I keep getting a bunch of errors all over the place, so I apologize. I apologize to everybody for my shitty setup here, but we're doing what we can. Let's see. Patrick, huge lag. Yeah, my bad, bro. My bad. Forzon, 2 minutes. I don't know. Everything's moving on my side, so I don't know. Oh, I see.
I took a sell, bro. No, I closed with 3 pips. No, when I saw it will not going, then I closed with 3 pips loss. Okay. No, managing risks is important. Only 3 pips I give the market.
You talking about with gold?
Gold. Yeah. Gold. My initial stop loss was 17 pips, but I saw it is not good, so I cut the position with 3 pips.
Gotcha. Yeah, YouTube chat, bear with me for a second. I see what you're saying now. I see what you're saying. You guys are correct. My shit's frozen over there. But I should be able to fix this. Alright, it should be fixed, YouTube. Should be fixed. Yeah, I see myself moving. That's my bad, that's my bad. That's my bad. Ooh. But if you guys can let me know over there on the YouTube if we're back alive. Are we back? Looks like we are. Alright, Tim, thank you, man. Thank you for letting me know. Farzan, thank you. I should have trusted you guys when you were telling me that I was frozen. The plan on gold, so to be honest, I took a buy. Here, I'll mark it up. I took it as this previous 30-minute candle was breaking. Let me mark up these levels. 1916.05. Stop loss. 1913.86. Yeah, so this is the move that I have in play right now.
Hello, Mike. How you doing?
Maurice, what's happening, man? How you doing?
I'm good, my brother. Did you just take gold right now?
I took it on the previous 30-minute candle. It was like right towards the close, and I took it when it was breaking the high right here. And then there's a couple reasons why I took it. So first and foremost, if you look at it, this 30-minute candle broke the low, and you know, a lot of times when I see this happen, when the low breaks and then it comes and breaks the high, it usually number one, it shows it's a volatile candle, but number two, it gives like a strong confirmation that we're probably gonna get like a nice little push up. But if we look at this on the other time frames as well, if we look at the hourly time frame, we'll see we had this bullish structure here, so it looked pretty good for the buys. We have some rejections in this past area, but nonetheless there's no like strong candle closure in this area. And then if we look at the 4-hour, this is a very good bullish structure as well. We have a nice deep wick, came up, broke the highs. All we have to do is, you know, clear out the highs right here, 1916.64, and then we should definitely have a nice little push. Seems like it's moving a little slow. I think like maybe the better confirmation would have been having like a really nice strong candle close above 1915.58, because there is like this this hard rejection area here, but it's really like taking account of all things. You know, the daily candle is bullish, so you know, in my opinion, the market is favoring buys, you know, for the intraday session. 4-hour candle bullish as well. It's already made the liquidity grab and breaking the high. Hourly candle is bullish, now it's breaking hourly candle highs. 30-minute candle is bullish, now it's breaking the highs as well. So it's really just like all of the planets aligning together, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we just secured 10 pips.
Yeah, I think I missed it. I was a little bit late, but we were good.
Yeah, and honestly, I didn't really call it out because this was a risky trade, and it was one of those things where I've just seen these things happen over and over and over again, and I'm trying to get myself into the position of just executing on these things, because that's going to build my confidence. You know, that's when you execute on things, that's when it's ingrained in your mind. You know, like you don't forget like how things play out. You don't, whether it's a loss and you take that loss, you know, that sticks in your heart, and then when you take that win, you cherish that win. You're like, fuck yeah, you know. So that's honestly why I executed it. But there's a couple things here that are kind of going against my rules, or my typical rules. but you know, that's, you know, I'm just trying to get more confident in these types of things. But for example, we have 1, 2, 3. I would anticipate this to be the 4th bullish candle on the 30-minute time frame. So if we think about this, you know, price is moving from this zone right here, you know, this zone right here. So the further price moves away from a zone, the higher probability it has to retrace. So that's one thing that's kind of like risky trade, you know. The other thing that's kind of like a risky trade is that this this candle here rejected and closed not necessarily below this zone, it's just like above it, but to
Yeah.
me it's not high enough in the, it didn't close high, like strong enough in this zone to really confirm this push. So when this candle closed, I was thinking to myself like, you know, I should probably maybe manage risk or close the trade completely to, you know, avoid like the potential situation of this breaking down and rejecting. But then I also told myself, no, you know, stop loss isn't a valid area. You know, if it comes down and breaks these lows, then it is going to invalidate my trade idea, you know, so no need to anticipate that happening. I'll just trust that my position, my stop loss, everything is in the right place and that it's going to play out. So was able to secure 10 pips, so I mean it played out a little bit slower than I wanted to. Oh, the other thing that I was thinking about that made it a little risky was the
Yeah.
entry was at like in the last 5 minutes of the hourly candle, the last 10 minutes of the hourly candle. So that was the other thing that was a little risky, because typically what we see, there's two things that can happen when candles are opening and closing. We can have strong pushes or we can have strong retraces, rejections, you know, pullbacks. So, and which you can see, like that's what happened, you know, it made a nice little push, but then it retraced, you know, right at the candle close. So a little risky, but nonetheless, you gotta like, I mean, as you probably know, trading's just a game of probabilities. So if you can think about all the confluences that are in your favor, and if they outweigh the confluences that are against your favor, you know, that's where you can kind of like position yourself to be like, all right, cool, this is worth executing. And so for me, you know, these things like the bullish momentum on 30-minute, hourly, 4-hour, daily, all those candles, all those time frames, the current candle is bullish. So that's really favoring my buys. And then the low breaking and then it going to break the high, really favoring my buys. You know, the hourly candle structure here, really favoring my buys. The 4-hour candle structure here, really favoring my buys. So there's a lot of things that I was like telling myself that are favoring these buys versus things that aren't favoring my buys. You know what I'm saying? So I'll try and do better like explaining these types of things, you know, before I take the trade. But I know a lot of people come to these streams, and if I say like I'm taking a buy, they're gonna take the buy without their own confluences, you know. And so I try to avoid that. You know, I don't want people like taking trades just because I'm taking it. If your strategy and your analysis lines up with mine, and you also think you see buys, then amazing, you know, take the trade. But at the same time, I want people to be able to make their own decisions. You know what I mean? Like it's like I always, and sorry, I'm going on like a little tangent here, a little rant, but
No, it's
I
all good.
always make the analogy of the woman that marries a man because of the man's money. It's that same thing, you know. It's like a trader that comes to a trader or subscribes to a trader's live streams or signals because they're profitable. You know, so what happens in these types of things is, say for example, the man is no longer interested in the woman, you know, things change, whatever happens. The woman is now dependent on that man. The woman has no skills, you know, the woman married the man for the money, she was a housewife. Now the man leaves her, she's left with no skills, no money, no nothing, you know, she can't fend for herself. So it's the same thing with traders. You know, traders buy signal services, they make money, they get used to an income because of money, or they lose money, probably most of them lose money, but they get used to an income. And then say for example that signal provider dies, and now you no longer have the signal service, so now you're just stuck with no skills, no money, no nothing, you're fucked. So that's what I try to avoid with the markets is like, I want people to be codependent, I want people to be, dependent on themselves. They can make their own analysis, their own strategies, critically think for themselves, you know what I mean?
Because before New York Open, I was looking at gold, and on the daily it was turning bullish. So I knew like I have an area like at the top there's a resistance, at the bottom there is a support, right? So I didn't know if I'm also supposed to look at the 4 time frame turning bullish, or I should just go directly to the 30-minute time frame and plot my region for support and resistance, and then just wait for it.
Yeah, so that's a good question, and that's a good thought process. So I mean, as I always talk about, a lot of things with trading are very situational,
Yeah.
For example, like a lot of times, I'll really just focus on the daily time frame, like the daily candle direction. I'll skip the 4 hour and 1 hour. Like if you notice, like I'm not sure if you were here right when I was marking up the charts, but that's what I did. I marked up the daily, and then I just dropped straight to the 30-minute, marked everything up. But the thing is I saw this potential buy opportunity happening, so I looked on the hourly and the 4 hourly to see if I could find other confirmations that would enhance that buy playing out, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the thing, like if the 30-minute, like for example, if this candle closed above, I hadn't taken the trade before the candle closed, and it closed above this zone, probably would have never looked at the hourly and 4 hour. I would have just based it off the 30-minute breaking the high and continuing bullish. But because I was taking a little bit more of a risky trade on the 30-minute time frame, I wanted to look for other confluences on the hourly and 4 hour.
Oh, okay.
Hope that helps.
Yeah.
Jeanette LS LOL, yes Mike, I took the trade at 1916.86 for a buy in the 30-minute window, 1980 or 1916.86. Okay. Okay, yeah, so you just took it off of this current 30-minute candle breaking a high. Yeah, I mean, it's a little risky. To be honest, if I didn't take it on this 6:30 a.m. 30-minute candle, I probably wouldn't have taken it on this 7 a.m. 30-minute candle breaking a high. And the reason is just because it didn't really have a strong closure above, but it really all depends on where your stop loss is. If your stop loss is where mine is, then you should feel comfortable with the trade. If a rejection comes all the way back down, it's going to invalidate the trade. But if your stop loss is where mine is, it's below the previous hourly candle, very good confirmation. And the 4 hour candle would have to flip bearish for it to come hit your stop loss. So I say like the buys are definitely favored, but at the same time it really just depends on where you have everything placed. Okay, it is below, it is at that area. So yeah, I mean, I would say like that's fine, if you get uncomfortable with the trade, feel free to manage the risk, close 50% or close 20%, whatever the case might be. Reducing risk is always a great habit to have. And Raja always says, anytime you get uncomfortable, then just reduce risk, so there's nothing wrong with that, so just keep that in mind too. But at the same time, me personally, I don't really like to let my emotions get involved in trading. Once I execute, I just kind of set my levels. I actually just closed my MT5. It was still open, and that was it. So good, Jeanette. Good. Ali, hi mate. Good morning, man. What's your opinion on GJ? Yes, so I'm favoring the buys, but there's something that we can consider that's happening, and it might tell a different story. And this isn't something that I like to partake in. I really only like to trade in the daily candle direction because it gives me a crystal clear bias towards what I want to execute on. But if we think about like what's actually happening on the big scheme of things, we had this massive push up here, and it was news inflicted. Now there's two things that happen with news events. Either it's going to continue, it's going to be a continuation, so we're going to have a big push, and then it's going to be another huge push and continue, or we're going to have a big push and we're going to correct the entire move. And so based on how candles are currently printing, I'm starting to think that we're going to correct the move. But me personally, I wouldn't consider sells until price comes down way down here, because that's when the daily candle is going to flip bearish, and that's going to be a stronger confirmation for me to take sells. But if you want to take a counter trend trade, I would just wait for a candle to close below this area right here. So to close below, let's see, 159.491, 159.500. If we can close below there, that's going to be a strong confirmation. But if we look at this, and Sartaz was kind of talking about this earlier, we had a push up, we came down, we formed a level of support, and then we went and we tried to retest these highs, but as you can see, we rejected. And not only did we reject, but we started closing below this level. And then we had bearish movement all the way down, and now we're kind of seeing the same thing where it's almost done the flip, where prices made a low, we've come up, formed a level of resistance, and now it's retesting this support. And so the confirmation for the continuation is going to be a candle closing below this level to continue coming down, clean ass traffic coming down, target right here. So things like that happen. That's the perfect criteria for a counter trend trade. Me personally, I just don't like taking counter trend trades, so I wouldn't execute on that. But if it corrects the entire move, I would not be surprised, because it has the confirmations too. Marjan, how can I join the Zooms? Telegram link in the bio, and you should find it there. Ali, no problem, man. No problem. Hope that helps. No problem. Yeah, so I don't know. Another thing is when I took that trade, I was kind of thinking that my ego was getting to me on gold. So I was prepared to be humbled. I'm on a 10 trade win streak on gold. So I've honestly never had a run like this. So like I'm surprising myself every day. William, good day, good day. How's it going, man? Pips pay rent. What's good with a G? What do you think about GJ 1 hour 30 minute? Yeah, I think it's oh yeah, definitely with the hourly. Holy, I didn't see that. Sartaj, you gonna full margin this bitch when it breaks the low or what? Man, this pay rent, I think we break this low, man. We're gonna take a little dump here. Oh man, but if you base it off of the hourly, I mean stop loss be like 69 pips. Damn, man, we're seeing some crazy volume in GJ. We haven't really seen this. And that's, in my opinion, that's where the stop loss is gonna have to be, because that's above the previous 30-minute candle. Yeah, that's damn. Yeah, I don't Pisfay ran, I don't like to do current candle stops, especially in situations like this. But yeah, I mean the market structure itself, I mean it looks like we break this hourly low, it's gonna take it down. That would also be a nice push down for the last hour and a half, and look at this, you know, if you look at this, so I mean we had strong push up, rejected, next candle push up, rejected, closed bearish, respected the high, it's kind of broken the low, comes back down and breaks that low. I think it's gonna take a little ride south. But I mean, as I talked about earlier, I'm not a fan of counter trend trades, so not something I would execute on. Definitely looks like it's gonna happen though. Oh, 30-minute candle just closed. Did close below. Closed below. So yeah, I mean, I think, yeah, I mean, if it breaks the low, I think it's probably going to continue. The challenge is here is it doesn't look like it's going to create a top wick before it does that. And it looks like it's going to do it really early in the candle. So it's going to have to be one of those things where, you know, you just have to decide, is momentum on my side? Is it in my favor or not? Let's see. William, yeah, I took a gold buy here as it broke the 30-minute candle high. Secured 10 pips, closed the entire position. I think it was right around 11 pips, and we're chilling. Took it right here as candle was breaking the previous 30-minute candle's high. Dan, what's good, man? Good morning. How's it going? Any plans on trading London in the future? Not necessarily. Not unless I can't trade New York. If I can't trade New York, I'll look to find another session to trade. But if I can't find, I mean, if I can't trade New York session, then I'll probably start to look for another session to trade. But right now I'm sleeping during London, and it's like the only time that I have to sleep, you know, so. But yeah, with the way gold's moving now, if we come and break this 30-minute candle low, I might get a little cautious if I was in the trade still. Well, I mean, to be frank, I wouldn't touch it at all. I would leave it open because I know that my stop loss is in a valid area. But, you know, if you want to manage risk, that's one way you can manage risk. GJ is much good if we have a next 30-minute close with bullish, and it will be new support level form. After that, buy setup will be interesting. Yeah, I like the buy situation better on GJ just because of the strong daily candle and the strong push. But I mean, as we start to move lower, you know, it's showing more signs of rejection. You know, we came up into this past rejection zone on the daily and rejected it super hard. 4 hours, same type of thing, rejected this zone really hard. Hourly, I mean, this zone is prevalent on all time frames. Now market structure on 4 hour with candles, you know, respecting the highs, so it's creating lower highs. And now if it comes and breaks this low, it's going to create a lower low and continue bearish. Same thing here on the hourly. It's creating lower highs, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, over and over and over again. Now we didn't create a new lower low on the 6 a.m. hourly, but it also respected the previous candle's high. And it's kind of broken the low on the 7 a.m. hourly candle, but you know, we need a stronger break to see if it's going to come down, and probably even a little bit more safer if it clears out all the lows right here, which would be like 159.296 or so. So market structure is starting to tell me that we're going to correct this move, and like I was saying earlier, with news events, we either see a push up and then a continuation, or a push up and then a correction. And it could be a push down and a continuation, or a push down and a correction up. So basically what I'm saying is news events are either going to be a continuation or it's going to be a correction. And with the way market structure is currently printing on GJ, I'm assuming it's going to be a correction unless price comes back up above 159.937 and starts to close up above there. So that's what I think. Yeah, I think gold's gonna keep going, personally.
Mike,
Yes, sir.
could you take us, or rather take me through the breakdown again on gold? Because I think I missed that part. I joined a little bit late.
You said the breakdown of it, of like why I took the trade?
Yeah. Because I missed that part. I was not around.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Let me get my annotation thing. Alright, so we'll, so like I was saying, you know, so if we just think about it like exactly how I was thinking about it. So, daily candle, strong bullish. We broke the low, you know, as you can see, broke the low pretty hard, but came all the way back up, reject, you know, and now we're moving very strong bullish. And so that's telling me, you know, like I want to look for buys unless price comes all the way down here to 1907.13, which is like 100 pips down. So I'm not really considering sells. And then so what I did was I jumped to the 30-minute time frame and I saw, okay, cool, we have this past rejection zone, we have some clean traffic over here to the left, and we have this candle right here that had moved bullish. This candle right here moved bullish but then rejected and came down and closed with a very weak bottom or weak body. And so usually when I see things like that happen, I anticipate that if the low is going to be broken of this candle, it's going to make a push down. And there was a point me and Sartaz were talking, and I was saying that, you know, yeah, it looks like if it's going to break the low here, then it's going to come down and retest this level of support. And as you can see, it did break the low ever so slightly, but it didn't come down and retest that support. So then I told myself, okay, cool, if it comes up and breaks the high of this previous candle, which it did, that's where I took my entry, then perfect. That shows that there's volume in the market. It's a volatile candle, and there's a high probability that I can catch 10 pips off of that candle because of the clean traffic to the left in the range. So it was a little risky because there are like these past rejections and stuff here, and even most recently here, but that's when I started to look for, okay, cool, what other confluences can I find that are alongside of my buy? And so that's when I made the jump to the hourly candle, and I was like, okay, perfect. This looks amazing. The hourly candle is giving me a perfect buy bullish structure. And not to mention, we do have rejections in this zone, but we don't have candle closure in this zone. So that means these candles on the hourly time frame have been able to do something that these candles were not able to do. And so that's telling me, okay, cool, we have bullish momentum on the hourly as well. And then so, and not to mention, my stop loss would be in a valid position below the previous 30-minute candle, which happened to be below the current hourly candle. So after, you know, candles break its own high, things like that, very low probability that it's going to come back down and break its own low. So felt really good about the stop loss based on 30-minute as well as hourly. And so that gave me confluence based on daily, 30-minute, and hourly time frames. And then from there, I jumped to the 4-hour, and then I was like, oh, even better. You know, this is just perfect. You know, we had this this strong move down on the 4-hour. You know, we found a very good level of support, came up, just cleared out a ton of highs, and then the candle closed very strong bullish. And then this next candle, as you can see, we wicked down, and then we came up and we broke the high, and we have nice clean range here on the 4-hour as well to come in and test this level, you know, 19, 18, 20, or whatever that is. So that was like kind of like the end all be all, is, you know, the confluences across daily, 4-hour, 1-hour, and 30-minute are all siding towards my bullish momentum. Now, as I talked about, you know, there are things that were pulling me away from the trade too. So, you know, the things that were pulling me away from the trade was, number one, we haven't had a strong closure on the 30-minute above this zone. And number two, we had bullish candle. So what's the probability that we're going to have another bullish candle? You know, because the more bullish candles that we have, the higher probability that we're going to see a red one. Typically, we don't see just straight bullish candles print or just straight bearish candles print. You know, price goes up, it comes down, goes up, comes down, goes up, you know, so it's bullish, bearish, you know, it alternates. And then same thing alongside of that. So that's two things that were kind of against me. The third thing that was against me is that price is moving from this support level. So the further that price moves away from a support, the higher probability that we have for a pullback. And that's kind of what we're seeing right now. So all in all, to sum everything up, my bullish confluences outweighed the bearish confluences. You know, so that's ultimately why I executed the buy. So hope that helps.
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for asking. Because explaining that stuff, saying these things out loud, honestly helps me helps me understand why I took the trade as well. Wally Bora, the trader, man, thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to the gang.
Yo, Mike.
Yes, sir. Merkan, what's happening?
That's good. I'm good. Do you think it's a negative sign to break the low of the previous 30-minute candle, right?
Yeah, I mean, so if I was still in this trade, if I hadn't secured 10 pips already, I wouldn't do anything to manage this personally. I would just trust that, hey, my stop loss is in a good position here. You know, if it comes and hits it, whatever, I'm gonna lose 1%. It's part of my trading plan. It is what it is. Move on to the next day. Maybe, you know, it wasn't the best potential trade for me to take, whatever the case might be. So if I was currently in this trade, how I entered and where my stop loss was, I would just let it rock. And, you know, whatever happens, happens. But yes, with how it's moving currently, had I not taken this trade where I did, I probably wouldn't have taken it at all. So yeah, I do think it's a little risky at this point. You know, like say for example, if you took buys on this candle right here as it broke the previous candle's high, you know, that would be a little risky in my opinion. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, you know, what it really comes down to, in my opinion, is if that bearish candle is going to reject and close above this zone, 1915.56. Because if it does, then, you know, this could just be a little pullback, you know, to continue. You know, and we see that happen a lot of times. And that's why, if I was in the trade, I would not close it. Because, you know, I would anticipate that after 1, 2, 3, 4 bullish candles, you know, we're going to have some sort of pullback. Not to mention, as you can see, this candle was very strong, this candle kind of weak, this candle very strong, and this candle was kind of weak. So it kind of shows that the bullish momentum for that current move is kind of dying out.
All right. Thanks for explaining, man.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
What's good, Mike? Morning.
Hey, what's good? Are we
All good, brother. How is it going?
good, man? Good.
You just took a buy there?
I took it right at the end of the 6:30 a.m. 30-minute candle. So right as it was breaking the high of the 6 a.m. 30-minute candle, right here.
So you already secured?
Oh yeah. No, I was lucky to get 10 pips before it retraced.
Wow, that's beautiful, man. Wait a minute, did you just dye your hair?
Dye it? No.
Like dye hair is now black, innit? It was, I guess, blonde, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it's always been black.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool. How you doing though?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Doing good.
Oh,
We're
cool.
continuing the winning streak.
I see. You're kind of invisible right now.
I know, man. It's funny because like when I took this trade, I was like, oh, I don't know, man. This might be my ego getting to me, you know. But I mean, I explained it a couple of times, like why I took it, and I mean, I think it made a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's for sure. If it makes sense, then you just go for it, and then yeah, you've got something out of it. So there is nothing to worry about. You're still smashing them markets.
Yeah, man. Yeah, feeling
How
super
can-
grateful, man. Super grateful for how it's been so far.
That's nice. How is everyone? I'm seeing Christina around. I'm seeing Sataz.
Yeah, we got a freaking gang of people here on Zoom right now, I think.
Getting up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the family is growing. Start having
Yeah.
some winning trades and people want to come hang out.
Hey, Muhammad, how
So
are you, man? How's it going, man?
I'm good, brother. It's been a minute. How you doing? How's life?
Yeah, I'm good.
Oh, that's nice, man. Yeah?
Waiting for some setup. I think on GJ maybe it can retest the high on highs. I'm just waiting for break the previous 30 minutes candle high.
Yeah, I think just like we were talking about Sartaz earlier, like just like you're saying, starts breaking these highs, especially with how this current 30-minute candle is moving. I think it looks good.
And maybe it can go for it fill the week of 1 hour candle. If the 30 minute candle will be broke the high.
Oh yeah, I haven't. Oh yeah. Yep.
Because we have liquidity grab, low break, and high break on M30. If it will break the high, then it will go continue, man. Because we have volume time and why.
Yeah, this is honestly another really good example of why I really only like to trade in a daily candle direction, because it gives me a very strong bias of what direction I want to execute in. So then all I need to look for is the proper confirmations for me to actually place that trade, because like if you think about this, like trading can literally swing your emotions so many times. Remember, I was literally just explaining like a strong bearish candle below this this support level. I mean, this wasn't necessarily like strong, but I mean it was a nice candle closure below the support level. The next one did break the low, and I was saying, like if it should continue, that's perfect recipe for a counter trend trade. But now, as you can see, it's rejecting, and it's pretty close to going to take out that previous 30-minute candle high, and so you would be fucked. So it's just one of those things where I've started to notice these things where it's like, man, if you can focus your mind on one bias, then you only have to align the confirmations to execute on that bias. But if you're thinking about buys and sells, they're like, oh shit, I could sell right now, oh I could buy right now. It just starts to swing everything all over the place. So oh my god,
Yeah,
look
that's
at
for
gold. Jesus Christ, Jeanette, I hope you held that trade and you didn't close. This thing was just breaking the lows. Whoever asked, oh shit, who was it? I think it was Merkan. Was it you that just asked me if it was a bad thing if it was breaking the lows here? This is exactly.
Yeah, right. I'm still holding.
Yeah, bro. This is exactly why I just always say, like, I trust my stop loss. I trust like candle structure, because just like I was explaining, it could reject and close above this 1915.56 level, and if it does, that's still gonna validate the bullish momentum, So fucking beautiful, man. Jeanette, she held the trade too. Amazing.
Nice. Thanks, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Fucking gold, man. Holy.
That's what I was telling people in London. Actually, London, when we are taking London, we are looking at London session. I told them, guys, just wait for NY to come into play, because the way the London candle closed the 4 hour, and the way it was moving during the 4 hour, we are rejecting the areas of 1900s and
when we had that bullish move with London, I told them just wait for NY. You'll have a nice with the NY for our candle that has just that opened at around, I don't know what time is it here, but I told them to wait for that candle to open. You will have a nice move up with that candle that is in play right now.
Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was nice. I mean, just like Maurice asked me a second ago, and that's exactly what we were talking about was, you know, that this little like kind of breakdown here on the 30 minute, you know, breaking a low here. This could just have been the little pullback on the lower time frames, maybe 15 minute and 5 minute to continue. You know, it's a little break and retest of this this zone here. So, fuck, man, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's right.
Funny, man, I was talking to my dad last night, and I was like telling him about my win streak and stuff, and he's like one of the few people that are involved in my personal life that like kind of understands like trading and, you know, what I'm doing, you know. But I was like explaining it to him, and he's like, yeah, man, I don't know. Sometimes like everything just clicks, you know. And I was like, dude, that's literally how I feel right now. Like I feel like I can just read gold so well, like just out of nowhere. It all makes sense.
You know, that's why I like trading gold. That's the thing with it, that it gives you, and you like, there is a way it builds your confidence real quick, and you feel like everything is just clicking. That's the good thing with it. As long as you just stay in line with what you're doing and you just don't go astray or over the board. Now you've seen that you're making 10, now you want 20 or 30 or 50. That's when things start going offside.
100%. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, you're exactly right, man. That's with anything, you know, like it's that mentality behind don't try and fix something that's not broken, you know. So like it would be very ignorant for me to like switch up my trading strategy at this point. You know, it's like it's working, you know, why would you change it?
Yeah, that's it. Don't change what is not broken. That's the thing.
Yeah.
You know, trading is a mentality game. Your psychology plays a very huge part.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very much a mental game.
If you're so emotional, if you're emotionally driven, then trading is not for you, like for real. Yeah. If you live on feels rather than reels, then you're going to be fucked in trading.
Yeah. So true.
So Mike, you're done for your day now. You're chilling, brother. You're chilling. I see you.
Yeah, man, just chilling. Got a long day ahead of me though. I got a lot of work. Got a lot of stuff going on. But it's all good. It's a good start. Can't be starting a day like this. Profits.
Yeah, you're now feeling your day now. You know, being in profits, like closed out everything. Now you're there relaxing. You feel like your day has begun on a positive note.
Yeah. Yep.
So you just can't wait to dig deep into it right now.
Yeah. Yeah, not many other ways that you can start the day better than this, you know. Wake up, I got my
Yeah,
workout
that's it.
in. Got my workout in, did a little reading before, took a nice shower, and hopped on the charts, you know, saw all the crazy movements that everybody caught over London and Asian session. And I was like, at first I was like, oh man, you know, I missed the opportunities, but then I was like, nah, you know, I didn't miss anything because I don't trade those sessions, you know, so there was no opportunities to be caught. Then yeah, caught some
Yeah, that's
profits,
for
you
sure.
know. It's beautiful. Got some nice coffee here, which I need to re-up my cup here. I need to fill it back up, but
Yo, Mike, I have another question.
what's that? What's that, Maurice?
Yeah, I have a question to ask you right now. So
Yeah.
let's say you see that resistance that you are waiting for price to break above 1915.56.
19.
If someone decided to wait
Oh yeah.
for the break above and the retest, will it still be valid for them to take the buy? Or once just breaks above, you just take the buy?
Yeah, so typically I don't like to execute on breakouts. So to me this would be a breakout trade. You know, we're breaking out of like a zone.
Yeah.
But there was just like a couple, you know, those couple things that I was like telling myself like, nah, this makes sense. You know, this makes sense. But my favorite trades are like break and retest, and like slingshot moves, which are like essentially continuations. Those are like my favorite trades to take. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't. It's hard to think about because on a pair like GJ a lot of times usually will give you a retest on a breakout. So a lot of times on GJ you'll see, you know, price come break through a zone and then it'll create a nice bearish candle and then it'll be a continuation through the zone. So it's a very nice break and retest. Whereas gold on the flip side, it might not give you that crystal clear break and retest that you're anticipating. So you kind of had to look at the market structure to see if that was valid, you know, if that break and retest was valid. So, you know, it's really situational, you know, like gold just has a lot of volume with it. So it'll move without you, you know.
Yeah, because as per yesterday's trade, it was more of a break and a retest on the 30-minute, but this one was just more like you waited for the price to break that high and then you just took advantage of it. So like a different variation, some sort of sense.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Yeah, this is more of like a traditional impulse move. You know, the buy that I took, it's more of a traditional impulse move. And it was a combination of all of the time frames aligning. You know, the hourly and 4-hour were very heavily, you know, like favoring my buys. Daily, same thing. And then I just kind of had to anticipate that the 30-minute was going to start following that movement as well. So yeah, I mean it's it's really just experience. You know, you see these things happen over and over and over again, and you'll start to get more confident in it. And that's pretty much exactly what happened with this candle. You know, I mean, the whole idea of even taking a buy was simply because the low was broken. And then it went up to go break the high. And I was like, all right, cool. If it does go break the high, I think it's going to make a nice push for at least 10 pips, you know? And that was like the first like thing that I was looking at was just that candle, that one candle structure. And that's just something I've seen over and over and over again.
The other question is, what if you missed that break of the previous high? How would you have entered it if you had missed that break of that previous high?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's a good question because truthfully, if I didn't take the trade where I took it, I don't think I would have executed. because because this candle right here, the way it rejected and didn't give us a strong closure above this zone, to me is like very worrisome, you know? It's like, you know, I don't know if that's going to be valid. And then so if we look at the next candle that printed, let's see. So it would have been this one right here, the 7 a.m. Eastern time. So if we would have taken a buy at the high of that, which I think is where Jeanette took hers, it was like 1916.74 or something like that. You know, we only have 14 pips or so to the top of the range. So the range is starting to get a little bit smaller. The probability of being able to catch 10 pips is starting to get smaller. So I don't know that I would have taken a trade at that point. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, at this point, like what I would probably do is I would wait for this bullish movement to form a resistance and then a support to go retest the resistance. So that's probably what I would wait for at this point, because you know we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bullish candles now. You know, the probability of a bearish candle coming into play is getting higher and higher as we continue to have more bullish candles and as we continue to move away from this 1912 support zone. You know, the probability of some sort of retrace and then a retest of wherever the resistance appears is going to be a much better trade in my opinion at this point.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
Yeah, so if the trade was missed where I took it, that's probably the trade that I would wait for, is that resistance to form, pull back, and then go retest the highs, and that's something that plays out a lot of times. A lot of times.
Oh, okay.
Jeanette, 22 pips with the buy. Congrats. Congrats, Jeanette. Congrats. Yeah, it's honestly kind of crazy though, guys. I mean, I'm like really feeling like some major breakthroughs lately, like with my trading game. And I mean, a lot of times, like, you know, I mean, we have like wins and we have things like this and we have all these different types of things that we experience in life and shit like that. But a lot of times what we don't do is we don't zoom out and look at the big picture and how far we've come. And with like this little streak, this start to the month that I've had, I mean, fuck, it's January 18th. I've traded every day in January so far, and I've taken one loss. I've never had a run like this. I've never had a streak like this. I've never had a start like this. Never felt so confident in the markets. And it's funny because like with this happening, I've like been thinking a lot about like all the pain that I had when it came to trading. So I would definitely encourage you guys. I mean, if you're going through any type of like rough times in your trading journey, zoom out a little bit, think about how far you've come, and you know, in probably such a short amount of time too. I mean, it took Raja, I think, 6 or 7 years to get to where he is currently with trading. So, you know, we can't be mad at ourselves if we're not where we want to be in our career if we haven't put that amount of work in. So it's a whole rule of like 10,000 hours. You invest 10,000 hours into a skill, developing a skill or into a specific thing. You know, that's like when you become a true expert, you know, so they say. So I think it's just one of those things where it's just time. You know, you got to put the work in. You got to be able to be patient and have that delayed gratification towards the ultimate outcome that you want with your trading journey. So it's something that's been heavy on my mind the last like week or so since I've had this nice little run here. And I definitely know, like, I keep telling myself, like, Mike, you're not bulletproof. You're going to have a loss at some point. It's going to happen, you know? It's just the probabilities, I hope that I'm going to reduce the probability of having that loss as much as possible, but it's just the reality of the markets. Yeah, I appreciate it, you guys in the YouTube chat. Jeanette, appreciate it. Mohammed, I learned from your experience, mate, and that is priceless. Hey, thank you, man. Thank you. Shit, I learned from my own experience, and that shit's priceless. But yeah, so I know there is some people that are mentioning, news coming into play here at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time, about 22 minutes. We do have core PPI with USD. Typically, this does not bring a lot of volume into the markets. It will cause a little volatility based on what I've seen in the past, but it's not something like CPI. And a lot of people get PPI and CPI confused because they see core PPI and they see core retail sales, and in mind is just like CPI, we're going to get hella volume, and it's going to be a 200 pip move, and I don't think that's going to be the case. I think it'll probably do a little whipsaw action, maybe break the highs and the lows on the 30-minute candle, and it's probably not going to make any crazy push like the other news events like CPI and NFP and things like that produce. So just a little FYI, don't be too alarmed with the upcoming news. And also, if you looked at that news and you're considering trading it how we normally trade news with the buy stops and sell stops, I would advise you not to do that, because PPI is one of the few events that I've seen where it usually triggers both. And I've been on that. I've been in the markets and had both triggered, and it's not a pleasant experience. So wait for a better opportunity.
Hey man, what's up?
What's up, Sartaz?
I bought GJ man at liquidity grave and got 15 pips
Nice,
all a
nice.
day
Yeah, no,
based
this.
on 1 hour.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
looks good right here. I mean, I think it goes to break this high. You know, it should be pretty good. We do have like some resistances
Yeah.
here to be cautious about, but it looks good, especially with that deep liquidity grab. Oh yeah, this hourly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this
No,
is
no,
this is.
I thought I will hold it till high, but we have PPI news, bro, and when PPI news will come, GJ maybe can go down, up, anywhere, and as well as gold. So we need to wait for news. So I'm just waiting. No, I already made 3%. So cool, just cool.
Yeah, I think it's oops, let me change that color. I think it's like setting up to be a nice like weak 4-hour bullish candle close,
Yeah.
and then the next candle can go up like that, or it's
Yeah,
setting
yeah.
up to be a weak bearish candle close, and then the next candle can move bullish
And
up.
and second thing, bro, you told me about candle break the low and break the high. I bought at M30, GBPJPY USD,
Oh
gold.
yeah.
Bought at when it break the low and high, man. It's good. It's working good, man. 10-15 pips.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot. It usually shows it's a volatile candle, but at the same time that shows there's volume in the market, you know. So yeah, it works out a lot. I've
Yeah,
noticed
yeah,
that.
it's important. Yeah, it works during the sessions and during no bullish trend. Yeah,
Yeah, yep, exactly.
it's your discovery, bro. You are
Yeah.
the discovered of this pattern.
SMM, smart, or yeah, smart mic,
Yeah,
or wait, SMC. No, instead of smart money concepts, it's gonna be smart mic concepts.
yeah. Part of smart money concept, man.
Jesus.
Hey, Muhammad, are you here? Muhammad.
I don't think he's here anymore. Oh yeah, this looks good. Yeah, Daniel, this definitely looks good. I would this would be a trade I would take for sure. The only thing that I would have to say about this is the better confirmation might be waiting for this candle right here to close, and then the next candle wick down and break the high and continue up to this 1.08701 zone. And the reason that I say that is because this is a pretty big zone here, it looks like. So it looks like the probability to catch 10 pips is pretty high no matter where this candle closes. And the other reason that I say that is because there is like a confirmed resistance right here. So in my opinion, it would be a little bit more valid to confirm that this candle is in fact going to close above this resistance to confirm the direction going bullish. But yeah, I mean, nonetheless, I think that's a really good impulse move there. Daniel, no problem, man. No problem. Oh shoot. One second, one second. Alright, we all good, we all good. Do, 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 do. Mm, 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 mm. Alright, so we got some news coming in about 12 minutes. About 12 minutes. So might want to be a little cautious if you're anticipating anything now, or if you're executing on anything now that involves USD. If it doesn't involve USD, shouldn't have to worry about it too much. But if the whole market goes crazy, don't hold me to that statement. Because that could be the case. That could be the case. Let's see.
Question, Mike. You talked about the 7 a.m. candle. Does it determine something?
Sorry about that. What was that? What was the question?
You talked about the 7 a.m. candle. Like, does it determine something extra? Because I heard you talking about it.
Oh, no. I was just referencing it as just like labeling which candle I was talking about. Nothing significant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No hidden gem in there. Just a normal candle.
Yeah, but so far at least I understand how you are getting the smaller time frame trend based on yesterday's webinar and also today's explanation from the daily, like looking at the current daily candle, how it is moving. That part I have it down. So now the next part is now understanding how to break it down on the lower time frame.
Yeah, no, I mean it's definitely I mean, just like with anything, I mean, even your swing strategy, you know, it's something that, you know, you got to see it over and over and over again. You know, it takes a little time to understand it and, you know, get confident. But yeah, like I said, man, I mean, keep showing up, keep asking questions. You ask really good questions. That's one thing I really appreciate when people ask good questions, because it, you know, it shows that you're thinking critical about what's happening in the markets, how you can execute in the markets. At the same time, it really helps me, man. It really helps me. You know, understand things, you know, just speak things, and if you're wondering these questions, if you have these questions, I'm sure somebody watching this stream has the same question or is wondering the same thing and just hasn't asked it. So appreciate it, man. Happy to have you a part of the family.
No problem, thank you. Yeah, because you see, I yesterday actually watched a few other streams, like the live sessions that you had on your YouTube channel, and it's more of repetition every single time, just by looking at what is happening on the daily time frame based off that one candle.
Yeah.
And then plotting your support and resistance based off that, and then just waiting for the lower time frame to give you your confirmations based on the daily time, based on the daily candle, what it is doing, and then you just taking it.
Yeah. Let's see. Secured like 8 pips before the news with 10% position running stops at break even on EU. Nice, Daniel. Good work. Do. Do. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. I'm gonna go fill up my coffee real quick.
Hey, bro.
Yes, sir.
Mike.
Yes, sir.
See the GJ, man.
Oh, is it moving?
Yeah, GJ broke the low of the previous candle on 1 hour, bro. Break the high, break the low. Same candle.
Yeah, it's yeah. I think it.
But
I think it's probably gonna make a push down.
Yeah. But I think this candle needs close below this all rejections. Then we will decide.
Yeah. It definitely needs to. It definitely needs to close below this support because this previous hourly candle, it broke below and then it rejected and closed above. You know, so not to mention this is like confirming a nice range here. You know, so want to see a breakout on that of whatever direction it's gonna go. You know.
Yeah, maybe GJ also waiting for news of PPI.
Yeah. I mean, it could be the case. Typically, I notice like GJ isn't really too influenced by USD news, but I think it could be the case for sure. It does get a little volatility in the market.
Take your coffee. First. Take your coffee.
Oh yeah, no, I'm getting it. I got the wireless headset, so I can walk around my house now.
Okay.
Don't have to
Okay,
leave you
bro.
guys hanging.
It's a pleasure.
Now I'm back. Just like that. You didn't even know I left. Um,
Oh, Muhammad left already. Yeah?
yeah, he must have lost connection or something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay. I think maybe he trade on Comex Comic Open.
Yeah, he's that's one of his favorites.
Yeah, he's master, bro. He's a master.
Yeah. Yeah, he catches it on the 5 minute pretty well.
Yeah, but today nothing, bro. On 5 minutes, it did not break the high, break the low. It really range because of news. So gold is waiting for news, man.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, I also did the live streaming on London session.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Well,
I
there you
did
go.
today.
You know, feel free to drop your links into the
I said,
into the chat.
yeah, I said, I I will send in Telegram my channel. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Support, yeah, support, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Drop it in there. You know, I'll subscribe.
Okay.
You might not see me on the live
Yeah.
streams because I'll be sleeping, but yeah, no, I mean, there's a lot of people that have been asking me, like, especially in the YouTube chats too, like they keep asking me if I'm gonna stream London ever and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
I'll start
no,
telling them to watch your stuff.
my channel name is Dragon Host. Dragon Host. I will post. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Dragon Host. Okay.
Yeah, post it in the chat.
I did some analysis for our Indian market also. No, Bank Nifty and Nifty. And at this time, gold and GBPJPY. Okay. Oh, wow. Woo!
Oh yeah. I wasn't anticipating that. Yeah, GJ breaking down.
Man, yeah. That's why I close my positions, man, in profits.
Yeah. This freaking gold. Holy.
Because I saw many times, man, when PPI will come, GJ came down. Yeah. Holy man.
Yeah, I'm honestly surprised. I'm surprised that it did this because I've watched a lot of these PPI events and it really doesn't do anything too crazy. So I'm surprised.
Man,
the one thing that I have seen with the one thing that I have seen with PPI is it'll usually break the highs and the lows, and it didn't do that this time. So I'm surprised.
Yeah. First week, then go up.
Hey, what's going on, bro? How you doing?
I'm good. Seen you catch some good trades on gold this morning.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Gold's been blessing me lately, man.
Nice.
Taking 10
the
trades
streak
on.
Continues.
Yeah, taking 10 trades on gold this year, and it all been wins, man. I don't know what has happened, but the gold gods are. Yeah, the gold gods are on my freaking side.
Damn. Are you still got a position running in this, or
no? I closed it.
Are you fully out?
Yeah, I closed it.
No, I get that. Cause yeah, you never know. Oh, they just released PPI.
Yeah, that's why I did this.
Makes sense. I just I had some trades on US 30 that I closed.
Yeah,
recently.
That probably just did something similar. It probably got a little volatile.
Yeah, I just popped up to the upside. Hopefully there's some setup still after.
Yeah, it should give something, you know, just probably have to wait like an hour or so, you know, for market to give a little bit more data, but
for sure.
absorb the news a little bit. But yeah, usually with news events, I can always catch something at London close. If I can't catch anything with before the news event, then like NYSE Open or London close usually always dishes out something, because at that time you got a little bit more data, and you know, you can see what's gonna happen.
Especially with NYSE Open. I guess that's the beauty of trading London. I mean, not London, New York session. You got so much data to look at.
Yeah, I was talking about that the other day actually. Like I was like, you know, basically saying like, you know, the benefit of NY session is like the market has already moved through Asian and London, and so you can use that data for the intraday session. But at the same time, you also have pre-NY volume, you have NY open volume at 8 a.m. You have like Comics at 8:20 a.m. You got NYSE at 9:30 a.m. and you got London close at 10 a.m. So you really have 5 like high volume opportunities throughout that session. I don't really know another session that has that.
That's crazy. The comics session. I didn't even know about the comics till like last year. The Comax market, that's what it's called.
Commodities exchange, that's what it is. But yeah, I still don't really understand it. I just know that commodities exchange opens at 8:20 a.m. and it causes a volume. Yeah, that's pretty much all I know. But
crazy how many markets there are to trade.
Yeah.
So many ways to make money. Yeah. I'm about to start trading chickens in a minute, the way these prices are looking.
Yeah, it's funny because I seen somebody post on Twitter like it was like probably a week ago, 2 weeks ago, and it was showing a graph of the price of eggs, the cost of a dozen of eggs over the last like couple of years, and the meme said like the highest ROI trade that nobody took advantage of, you know, something like that. And I was like, yo, it's so true, man, so true. It's like trading coffee, like coffee beans. Daniel in the YouTube chat, he said, wow, my runner is like Usain Bolt. He took this EU trade here, so I'm assuming that's pushing up to this 1.08701 area.
Oh wait, he took an EU trade?
Yeah, this one right here on my screen.
Oh wait, I'm looking at your YouTube. Wait, let me go to the Zoom. Oh, okay, cool. I was so pissed because I took an EU trade last night during Asia session, and I got stopped out on JPY News, which was weird. And then I'll annotate it real quick. I took this trade like right about here, and I got stopped out right here. And then I wanted to re-enter. Yeah, I wanted to re-enter, but I was already in US 30 buys, and I was like, it's overnight. I don't want to be too exposed, and I don't know what's going to happen with London. So I just left it, and then like I was still awake at 2 a.m., and I just got alerts that all my alerts were just pinging. I'm just looking at EU. I'm just like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Would've. It is what it is.
That thing freaking launched. It launched.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
EU has not been good. What did you say?
I was just gonna say that JPY news, like it. I thought this was the GBP news, that the GBP CPI that came out, but this was before that. It was like right at that JPY news, that conference or whatever. So I was really surprised to see that. We'd never really see JPY doing anything like that.
USD JPY shot up like rocket, and now I think it's like pushed down again. Like if you look at the charts whenever you do. It's absolutely crazy.
Yeah, it's there's definitely a lot of volatility there.
Yeah. Sheesh.
But yeah, gold.
I like this rejection.
Gold rejecting hard.
Is it 5 minutes out? Yeah.
But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna get rocking and rolling. I got a hard stop in like 20 minutes or so, 25 minutes. I got a meeting I gotta hop on, so get some things rocking and rolling before that. appreciate everybody for showing up, man. It's always a good time. As far as like my analysis at this point, for gold, I would really just wait for a resistance to form and maybe a pullback, and you can go retest like whatever highs, but it's pretty tricky at this point. GJ looks like it's going to continue down, but might even be better to wait for a similar thing where it's a support to form and then a resistance to go retest that support. So like something like
analysis is pushed, bro, day by day. So
yeah.
Okay, bro. I also head off. See you tomorrow. And I already sent the link on your group. Okay, for London session.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I see it right here.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I'm gonna make sure I subscribe.
Once again.
All right, man.
Thank you,
Take
Christine.
care.
Thank you, man. Thank
All
you,
right.
guys.
Thank you. Yeah.
Everybody have an amazing
Everyone
day.
needs support.
See you tomorrow.
All right, all right.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, bro.
Bye bye. See you.
All right, YouTube, we out of here. Everybody have a good day. Adios, adios. We'll come back tomorrow. We'll do it again. We'll keep this damn winning streak alive. Peace out. Adios. Ciao.
All right, thank you. Have a good one.
Peace out, Maurice. Have a great one, man.
All right, thanks.
Recording stopped.